Hello, this is the newsletter for October 16, 2018. Today, the topic is going to be team spirit. By the end of the newsletter, you're going to know what A++ team spirit is all about and how to apply it to your everyday life and work. Every topic that we have during these newsletters, ideally, they should be able to apply to your personal life as well as your work. This one definitely applies. Let's start by asking a question. How many hands does it take to make an elote? If you answered 2, you're wrong. It takes 14 hands to make an elote. Let's look over the process of everything that we have to do to make a great elote, to produce a great elote. All right. Number 1, somebody's got to make the order. That's 2 hands right there, right off the bat, just to make the order. 2, the vendor has to come deliver the product. Yes, the vendor. That's 2 hands. 3, properly storing the elote in the freezer. Boom, that's another set of hands. Step number 4, you got to set up the machine and stock the elote into the machine. Boom, that's another two set of hands. Step number 5, you got to take the order. Yes, this is an essential step in making an elote because guess what? What happens if nobody takes the order? The elote doesn't get made, right? That's another 2 set of hands. Step number 6, you have to actually make it and then hand it to the customer. Another 2 set of hands. Step number 7, cleaning up the machine and putting up the elote. Total of 7 steps, 14 hands. All right, now it's very, very important. Let's visualize the process. Okay, think about this process. We have to make the vendor order. Then the vendor has to deliver. Then we have to store it in the freezer. Then we have to set up the elote machine and throw the elote into the machine and heat it up. Next, we have to take the customer order. Now, we make the elote and hand it to the customer. And finally, we clean up and store the elote. That's pretty amazing. That's a lot that we have to do in order to serve 1 corn to 1 customer. Right? Now, we're all called to play a role in one or multiple steps of this process. And just how well we communicate and execute each step will determine our team spirit and the probable result. Right? So, let's talk about the good, right? We're not going to worry about the bad. So, grade A teamwork occurs when each of us gives each step, importance and attention to detail. Okay? So that's grade A teamwork. Each step is given importance and attention to detail. What about grade? Now, let's take it a step further. Grade A plus teamwork occurs when we repeat grade A teamwork, right, which is giving each step importance and attention to detail, and we set up our team for success. That's the difference between grade A and A++. All right, grade A teamwork says, let's just take, for example, step number 5. Grade A teamwork, step number 5, which is taking the order, says, I'm going to give this customer the time and attention, the level of detail that they require, right, in order to be able to take the order accurately. That's grade A teamwork. Okay, grade A plus teamwork is at night when we're cleaning the machine and putting up the elote, we put up the elote in the same spot every single night, right? Because we're thinking about the morning, right? We're thinking about who's going to come in and open and what's the easiest way for them to find it and then stock it. The easiest way is to put it in the same spot every single night. So that's what we're going to start to do, right? Because that's what A++ teamwork is. We put the corn in the exact same spot. We communicate that information to the morning, right? We make sure that everything, the entire machine is very clean, right? The individual buckets, the metal buckets, we fill them up with water to the right amount so that when the morning crew comes in the morning, how easy is it for them? They grab the corn from the exact same spot. They know exactly where they're going. There's no looking. You just know where you're going. You grab it. You turn on the machine. Oh my gosh, there's already water in there. Perfect. You drop the corn in there. You look up. There's salt. The salt is already there because A++, teamwork last night said we're gonna stock the salt, right? Because you're always looking to set up the next team member for success. So grade A teamwork, importance and attention to detail to every step. Grade A++ teamwork, giving each step importance, attention to detail, and setting up your team member for success. That's what great teams do, right? They put the team before themselves. They die to themselves a little bit within to be able to prioritize the team. If you see the image right here, the boss, the leader, has to die to himself and say, I'm going to lead the pack. I'm going to do something that's uncomfortable. I'm going to do something that requires work. I'm going to do something that benefits the team rather than benefits me. Okay, and believe me, when the team wins, we all win. Now, let's talk about winning. So what exactly does winning mean, right? What does it look like within our organization? So a win is when we give A++ effort in each step we're called to execute, right? We literally fulfill our mission of bringing Mexico when we consistently give our best effort to executing each step. Not just making the elote, but also cleaning the machine and stocking the elote with salt throughout the day. Right? That is what winning is. It's about the effort, the selfless effort that we give to one another. And as the leader, I need to be able to exemplify this more than anyone, right? Because it doesn't matter what I'm saying right now. If I'm on top of the business and I'm just pointing, who cares? I literally have to be the one grabbing the rope in front, pulling hard. So just remember that selfless effort is the measure of our success. The result is irrelevant. So I challenge you to serve your team, to focus on your team members, to ask yourself, what can I do to set them up for success? What can I do to make them look good? Right? And then when you're on the receiving end and your team sets you up for success, you got to thank them. You got to let them know. You got to make sure that they know that you noticed, right? You got to give them a shout out. That's as important as the first step, right? The thanking them, the when you're on the receiving end saying thank you is just as important as dying to yourself and setting up your team. And finally, if you're the last hand in the process, in whatever process that we have, right? If you're the last hand and you're the one that hands the customer the elote, be proud, right? And understand and realize just everything that went through to be able to hand that customer that corn. And really be proud of what that corn like symbolizes and all the work, effort, and energy that was put into being able to offer this to a customer. Thank you for listening. Y'all are awesome.